Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat on the way in. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? Man, shout out to Edward Anderson. Um, Ed called me out the other day. Um, and said I'd be trying to give the ladies the debriefing, right? And I'll be doing the good cop thing. I can't help it, Ed. And they need to be debriefed, right? And yes, Mr. Z does engage in the what did we learn? Yes, I do. Um, I don't see them as dumb, Ed. I see black women, particularly the B. Taylor kinds, the Yanny kinds, as saying black men ain't ish. I would rather be single. Okay, fine. I would rather engage in same-sex loving relationships. Okay, fine. I would rather try my hand a million times at a non-black man. Shout out to Chrissy. Okay, fine. I would rather be single until I can meet a man, a black man on my quote unquote class level, right? The black community doesn't respect class and class and class, right? And then they end up with the brother that I'm not gonna, you know what? He didn't do anything to me. I'm not gonna insult him. Like Bowser. Okay, fine, right? So yes, I give the ladies the debriefing after it fails. And sometimes, a lot of the times, particularly with black women, they have to run right into that wall. And what we do over here on Mr. Z's channel is strip them of plausible deniability, right? Because y'all already know when black women fail at their agenda, then they want to play victim. Let me be very clear what I'm saying to that. What am I saying? You meet people, people in general, black people, black women specifically. What they're doing, it just didn't come about. It's not happenstance. It's not, oh, I just ended up here. No, 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 no. They're angry, they're mad, they're sad, they're lonely, they're resentful. They say, you know what, I'm gonna teach you, I'm gonna show you. Okay, fine. They go out to execute a plan, the give black men the middle finger plan, the I can do bad all by myself plan, the I can end up in a quote unquote happy situation with the non black man plan, that I can end up in a quote unquote happy situation with another woman. It's going to be another black woman because white and Latina women aren't checking. They're even more racist than the men. So they go to execute this plan and then it fails more often than not. And when it fails, here comes Mr. Z to say, what did we learn? Now, of course, the answer is nothing. They learned absolutely nothing. But it's not about them being dumb, it's an agenda. It's not that black women are dumb, it's that black women are jealous of white women. It's not that black women are dumb. It's that black women want black men to provide and protect and shut up. Provide, protect, and shut up. It's not that black women are dumb. It's that black women want their negative liberty subsidized. They want you to be paymaster and have nothing to say about how she spends her money, what she does, where she goes, how she acts. Is that black women have a very, very toxic relationship with negative liberty. Black women are not dumb. Black women just failed at their agenda and their motives all the time. And black women are deathly afraid. They're allergic to introspection. Introspection that does not start with what he did, what she did, what the society did. No, 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 no. Introspection. And taking, wait for it, Z. Are you going to say that word? Accountability. And the other one that sounds similar, responsibility. Right? So shout out to Ed. I listened to his breakdown. Well, he didn't really give a breakdown, but his short stream yesterday. It was less than 30 minutes long. I think it was like 25 minutes or something along those lines. And yeah, no, I do play good cop. Black women ain't trying to hear my good cop talk either. To them, black men are all, it's all, not forget bad cop. You are the criminal for the unmitigated sin, right? The sin of being born black, male, and not rich to make up for not being a white male. Well, dear black women, unlike you, black men are not jealous of white men. Dear all you swirlers, divestors, black women in luxury, black women level up. Isn't that really your gripe with black men? You just don't got the freaking ovaries to say it? That black men are not jealous of white men? Isn't that your biggest gripe? Because you feel like that'd be the great fuel, the motivation to get black men to, grape and pillage the world to make you an elite white woman, chocolate dipped? Yeah, Terrell, the temerity, the gumption, right? Black boys, black men, black males have the unmitigated gall to be born black and not rich instead of white, male, and rich. Huh? How dare black men live their life? How dare black men not say, you know what? I have to go to college and go bow down to the white man and kiss his ass and then go out and do my own thing and maybe start a business. If I fail, start another one. If I fail, start another one, so I could be an ultra mega millionaire, if not a billionaire, just so I can put a black woman in a position so she could look down on others. How dare black men not understand that that should be your goal in life? To put black women in the position where they no longer feel insecure when they're in the room with the Latina and the white woman and the Asian woman. How dare you, black men, not tear yourself apart in the gym, not tear your mental apart studying, not tear yourself apart. Don't forget, you got to die early. You should be out of here by 60 so she can live off of that life insurance. How dare you, black men? I said 60. Let's be honest, 55, 50 today, right? So black women go out there to try to prove to themselves, to racist white society, definitely white women, and to black men that they don't need black men. And they fail at it. And so, yes, Mr. Z brings them in. Here's your debriefing. What did we learn? And the answer is always nothing. Figuratively speaking, Mr. Z has the plexiglass in front of him and the ladies because they keep on spitting on Mr. Z and they keep on talking crap and they keep on cursing and they keep on fighting and they keep on throwing furniture around in my office, figuratively speaking. Because once I say, all right, you executed your plan, now that we got you to admit that it was a plan that took forever, now that you executed and you failed, what did we learn? And they go to snapping. Right? Huh. So to Ed, I say the one thing I really disagree with you on, Ed, is they're not dumb. It's not dumb. Black women are not dumb. Black women are angry. Black women are not dumb. They're resentful. Right? It's not about dumb. It's not about stupidity. Black women are angry. They're seething. They're rageful that they're not rich white women. Because when black women see white women writ large, particularly upper middle class and above white women, whether these black women have ever interacted with these people, and most of them haven't ever interacted with these women or not, when they see those women, they see freedom. They see freedom that's been subsidized by those white women's male family members and those white women's husbands. And they're jealous. They wish that they could be completely whimsical. They wish they could be completely ignorant. They wish they could be ditzy and airhead and dumb as a box of rocks and still live in a $10 million mansion on a golf course next to a lake and drive a G-Wagon or a Range Rover. Get private jets chartered and all. That they wish that. Right? That's what black women are truly resentful for. And the weight, the attitude, sometimes the hygiene, the tattoos, the lashes, the weave, the comportment, all of it is a big middle finger to society, a big middle finger to the rest of the black community, a big middle finger definitely to black men. What's the point of doing anything y'all say or anything that would put me in a better position if I'm not going to be a white woman? If you're not going to make me an upper middle class, rich, or elite white woman, then what's the point? I ain't doing none of it. Huh? Why should I have wait for the word, oh boy, Z, you about to say discipline and how I speak to people and how I act and how I dress and try to push certain thoughts out of my head? Hysterical, pun intended. Try to push certain thoughts out of my head when I think of certain things. Why would I ever do that when none of that is going to get me to being an upper middle class, rich, or elite white women? Don't expect black women. As a matter of fact, a couple of them have actually said it online. But don't expect black women to say that. First of all, they're not doing the introspection work to even actually admit this to themselves, let alone to you. And even if they did admit it to themselves, they definitely not going to admit it to you. That all of this comes from and stems from jealousy of white women. There's a reason why Mr. Z keeps on saying it over and over and over again. Right? Huh. So, no, these women are not dumb, Ed. Not even close. Especially the women that we cover. These women are not mushmouth. They're not slow. They do breakdowns, right? They're professional. Some of them are making good money even off of YouTube. No, these women are not dumb. They're angry. They're resentful. They're bitter. Listen to what did Yanni say? Listen to what Yanni said. What's the incentive? What's the incentive? I want to be a kept woman of leisure. Yanni is literally saying what Z just said. What's the incentive? In other words, now that I'm making good money off of YouTube, we don't know. Yanni might put her money. She might be investing in different things. Fine. Now that I'm making this good money, what is she saying? What is the incentive to be with one of you, most likely average black man? I don't want to be with the baller black man because the baller black man, the black man with some money and some status in the society, that's professional. Guess what? Z, say it. He knows his worth. I can't talk to him any kind of way. So what is the incentive? Yanni literally said it. What is the incentive to be in a relationship if he's not going to be rich and not take my BS attitude, my neck rolling, my over exaggerated facial expressions? When these women talk, when y'all really, and I don't suggest y'all do it for your own mental health, when you really listen to what they're saying, dissect those words. I want to be a kept woman of leisure. What is the incentive? Listen to Bowser. Let me say her name. Listen to Kim Foster. The black community doesn't respect class. One, she's a black woman. She's saying the black community doesn't respect the fact that black women are just inherently better than black men. In America, our class position as black women is just better. Number one. Number two, the black community actually expects someone like me, of my caliber, a Harvard grad, to do what? Date a blue collar man? Even worse. Blech, I'm about to throw up in my mouth. Marry a blue collar man? You mean one of these F-150 driving men? One of these men that doesn't know what water polo is? Ugh. One of these men that doesn't understand there's a reason why you spend $60,000 on the BMW 5 Series 65 over the Ford F-150? You want me to be with one of those? What is Chrissy saying? Black women, we're better than this. Let's expand our options instead of limiting ourselves to black men. Limiting ourselves to black men does not increase our stock in this overall society. We need to see more black women like Ketanji Brown Jackson and like Bill de Blasio's ex-wife, or sorry, they're still married, a strange wife because they're separated. Listen to these women talk. It's not dumb, right? When you listen to Crystal and Karazin talk, that's not dumb. She was smart enough to take what Obsidian did. Obsidian played for her that collage of videos of black women fiending for white men and non-black men, telling you literally what you do to black men, you cannot do to these non-black men. Literally in the video, what did Crystal and Karazin do? She flipped it and act like she was the victim. Obsidian, some of the things you've said and some of the that's not stupidity. That's not dumb. That's an aware woman that says, I don't got nothing for that. Yes, I understand I am the grandmother of that particular ideology, and I don't have anything for that. So let me go ahead and play victim of you right now so that we can get off this subject. Right? Huh. We listen to the women, listen to them talk. Lexus Exodus apparently been making six figures forever. Listen to her talk. Her wannabe Ayn Rand ass. Listen to them talk. It's not dumb. It's not stupid. It's angry, bitter, and resentful that I'm not a white woman. I'm not politically and socially a white woman, and definitely economically a white woman. Huh? Listen to them talk. So the reason why Mr. Z gives the debriefing, and Ed is right, I'm not even going to deny it. I do give a debriefing. I do the, so what did we learn? Because you got to let them crash out. You have to let black women crash out because they're going to do it again, by the way. And when they're all in tatters, all beat up, fender messed up, wheel rolling down the road, the whole front of the car destroyed, airbags deployed. When they crash out, and for a half a second before the ego kicks in, you do the debriefing. What did we learn? Nothing. Okay. You realize this was your plan. You failed at it. That's why I am more and more not saying to women that they are straight victim of circumstance. No, you had an agenda, you had a plan, you want to spite black men, you went out to do it and you failed at it, B. Taylor. You failed at spiting black men, B. Taylor. You attempted to use Princella to spite black men, and you failed at it. Even you said, with your own words, that y'all were going to do things to troll the black manosphere, to troll black men. Meanwhile, Princella was having her way with you. Well, will you look at that? Chrissy has spent the better part of a decade trying to give black men the middle finger. She don't got the wedding ring from the non-black dude yet. It could happen. Let's see. Huh? Crystalline Karazin got married to the dweeby looking white dude to spite her black baby daddy, and that marriage did not last. It's supposed to go all the way. So yeah, so what, she got 20 years? That's a nice distance. I don't understand people that unless there's physical, you know, or he comes back with the gift that keeps on giving, the die slow. I don't understand people that be getting two and a half decades into marriage and then divorce. I don't even what? But fine. She failed at that too. She's now on the dating scene. Y'all could go to shout out to Only Logical. Check out Only Logical's channel. Just a smorgasbord of just failed divestors. Most of them never being married to the white man before. Uh-oh. I could get me a white man. I could get me a Latino man. I could get me an Asian man. No, you could get them to pipe. Huh? So yes, I give the debriefing. Because black women go out here to give black men the middle finger and they fail at it. Because duh. That's why Mr. Z says we're attached by the hip. Right? Huh. So Mr. Z is going to give them their debriefing. The debriefing is going to sound a whole lot like I told you so, because sometimes it really is I told you so. What did you think? You live in America, which you thought you was just going to give black men the middle finger and go what? Sell out into the suburbs with the white folks? Right? Huh? You was going to give black men the middle finger, give them your ass to kiss, and then white men and white women were going to truly embrace you and welcome you into their suburban paradise. Here you go, Keisha. Here's the keys to your new G-Wagon. Here's the keys to your McMansion. Right? And here we got you a Brad. He's 6'3" tall. Right? Cheese grater abs. Like, look, here we got you this. Don't worry about Jamal anymore. Don't worry about Tyrone anymore. Here's your lifestyle. We have it for you here. That's all we needed you to do is, ditch your loyalty for black men. Right? Here's the six-figure job or career, and here's the white man that's going to take care of you when you decide you don't want to work anymore. And he's going to make you a stay-at-home mom. Right? Huh. So I do give a debriefing. I do. Shout out to Ed. They don't learn the lesson. They're going to be right back in class. They're going to be right back in class the next year, the next semester, going through the same thing. These are the people that are perpetually failing the class every year. These people like 23 years old, still in high school, right? Y'all ever listen to DZ talk? I don't suggest it. Who's that, Mr. Z? Divested zealot. Y'all ever listen to her talk? Just as hood and as loud and as ghetto and as annoying as humanly possible. Just take all the negative stereotypes and put it in the blender. What that show? I can be the rich white woman, so why would I ever discipline the way I speak? I can't be the rich white woman, so why would I watch what I say? And by the way, apparently her content on whatever Clubhouse or whatever they say behind the wall is even worse than what she says on YouTube. What that lets you know, right? These people are insane, right? And y'all talk amongst yourselves. Y'all gives you 1 second. Y'all do know this is a reckless stream. Y'all gives you 1 second. Right? Let's read this real quick. And Lion says, Jesus Z, did you even get any sleep? Yeah. Did I get? I got a couple of hours of sleep last night. I sleep. I sleep. Right. And Indigo Flow says, Nah, Z, that's why we paid you. That's why we pay you, so we don't have to listen to them crazies, right? In the International Ronin, I ain't even gonna read that last one out loud. It's funny though. And Lion says, I saw her thumbnail, DZ. That's all I needed to know about her when I saw it. Yeah, exactly, exactly, right. And so yes, Mr. Z debriefs these people because they fail at their mission. Their mission to give black men the middle finger by any means necessary, whether that means being the bust down for some non-black dude, probably white or Latino guy, right? Whether that means engaging in same-sex loving relationships, right? And we already know about the DV rate in those relationships, particularly the black ones, right? Whether that means being perpetually single, whether that means speaking about manifest, right? And now they're trying to use astrology to explain. Everybody's talking this astrology stuff now. I think I say we as a general population, not even just black people, just hopping on trend after trend after trend to explain the poverty. The struggle is real, everyone, but y'all trying to find all time, and I'm talking about Americans in general, just trying to find all different weird ass escape hatches to explain the struggle. Yeah, my moon is this, and then my star, and then and then I was born. Yawn. See, we ain't talking about what Toya and BGS be talking about. These people are just trying to find escape hatches to explain the struggle. All this voodoo and a Okomi and in the Africa, I don't follow the white Jesus anymore. Yawn. Huh? And so, I got to listen to the rest of the stream with um B Taylor and Yanni speaking on Princella. And so I did get to catch what one of you mentioned on the previous stream, or two streams ago at least. Was it the previous stream? I don't remember. Anyway, where yeah, they did bring up, oh, what about the Black Manosphere? And yet it was to hell with the Black Manosphere, and we don't care what they're talking about or whatever. And first, yes, y'all do. Secondly, um, the reason why this matters once again is we're not getting in the middle of the female gossip. Like I said before, I do not care about the cat fight at all. It is to say, black women, even when there's not black men in the room, black men are not nowhere present. Notice how your relationships and your situationships go with even other black women. Huh? Look at how your relationships go with other black women. Whether that be a platonic quote unquote friendship, or whether that be something more intimate. Huh? How is this any type of black man's fault? No. Black women's misbehavior. Black women trying to find coping mechanisms for not being on black men's program. I said it the way I meant it. Huh? Black women trying to find little escape hatches for not being on black men's program. Once again, I said it the way I meant it. And that's not Z. I'll give Z 1 second. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. And we're back. But yeah, all of these failed attempts. So black women attempt to do all of these things not to get on black men's program and to give black men the middle finger, and they fail at it. And this is where Mr. Z is with his pen and his pocket protector and his manila folder. And we open the manila folder and we just start writing. Okay, all right, 2 kids, 2 different dudes, journalist, under the age of 40, okay looking, hangs around with Yanni, supposedly was straight, but then got seduced by very Nation of Islam acting black woman that's same sex loving. Oh, okay. Let's see here. What do we have? Do we have a previous case like this? What do we? Okay, wait a minute. Let's add that, subtract that. Okay, and it didn't work, and it didn't even last a couple years. Huh. Could have said that. Yeah, ma'am. We have like a zillion cases of this. So many of you black women engage in this. Yeah, I get it. Okay. So did you learn anything? What did we learn from this? Right? Huh. So yes, I'm debriefing. Absolutely. Ed is right. Huh? And Jake says, did you see the "We Need to Talk" video? Obi is acting like folks didn't see Princella coming or crazy rhetoric. Man, International Ronin, exactly. And International Ronin says, NOI sounding black woman, that's rainbow. How does that work? Laughing my butt off. Bro, when you hear her speak, because the first I've been around women from the Nation of Islam. They do not speak like the men. They don't sound like the men, better yet. They don't enunciate their words like the men. Right? Their cadence is not like the men. But Princella's is. right? So that lets you know who she decided to imitate out of the Nation of Islam. It wasn't the women, clearly. Out of the NOI, she wasn't looking at, you know what? Yeah, I should be more like the ladies here. Clearly, right? Even when you do the debriefing for a Yanni, for a Princella herself, was in the military. Okay, what do we know about her? One kid who might be on the spectrum, daughter. Okay, had multiple situations with different men, still married, out here doing whatever she want to do with whatever woman she wants to do it with, moving around like she a goddamn madam, using pimp ass actions that the women see coming, but they don't think that Princella will do it because she's a woman. Huh. Using black women's ego against them, dirty macking black men and men in general. Huh. What do we got to say? Have we seen this before? Huh? That's all it is, right? And DM says, liked. And while we love you, Z, you are too soft hearted. The females that refuse to submit to black men need to fade to black. Who said I didn't agree with you? Who said I just framed this different, right? I told y'all I'd be doing the social math. Grab second gear, sis. Mr. Z and his calculations formula. That's because it really like you look at the form, you're like, okay. Wait a minute. We never seen your face officially. Talk about colorism all the time. You actually had a bit of sympathy known on YouTube. Used to hang around with Sarge Willie Pete. Huh. The reason for the golden sphere. Been swirling for maybe 20 years. Lamented being in your luxury apartment by yourself. Talk about luxury dating. Really want black women to expand their options. Huh. Clearly jealous of white women and rich women. Almost had a mental breakdown when watching the white girl with her mother in that big ass playhouse. What do we have to say about that? Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. We've seen this before. Oh, yeah. We've seen this a lot of times. Okay. This is just undiluted, sheer jealousy of white women, rich white women. Y'all give Z 1 second. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. Right. International money. You see what I'm saying? Carry the one. Exactly, Tro. Social math. Right. So that's all Mr. Z does. Okay, we're looking and we see this. Okay, black baby daddy that you tried to baby trap and force into a marriage didn't work. Threw a temper tantrum. Ended up with a dweeby looking white dude. He might not be a dweeb. It might just be a look. I've met those white dudes before. Um, Oldest daughter that you had with the black man was out here in a poly relationship at one point. You did a really good job at hiding that. A bunch of kids from the white dude. Y'all got divorced. He still can walk into your new home. He has a key. What? Now you're out here dating whatever, and you say you're not anti-black man, and you will date a black man. Still playing victim of Obsidian. Yeah, we met this before. You just want to be a white woman. Next. Right? Family from the hood. You move to the burbs. BGS knows your type. You're out of California. Come on, man. Just look at the math. There's a reason why I call it social math. Shout out to Trill. So yes, we debrief them and we speak. You know what? Yeah. Here's your issue. You have an issue with black men. You better make it work with black men. Right? Even to B Taylor. You better find one of these simp ass dudes with a couple of dollars. I don't suggest it, man. But I'm just saying. I keep on saying it. I mean it when I say it. Black women don't even know how to do the wrong thing the right way. They refuse to even do the wrong thing the right way. How many of our grandmothers and great grandmothers had multiple kids from different dudes and still managed to land them somebody, sometimes our own biological grandfathers, land them some lame that was like, okay, I'll take it. Right? I'll take it. 2 kids from 2 different dudes, 3 kids from 2 different dudes. Are you going to give me a kid? Yes. Are you going to shut the hell up? Yes. Are you going to have my meal on the table when I get home? Yes. Is that all to make up for the fact that I might have to take care of 2 and 3 kids that are not mine? Yes. Black women said, but modern black women said, yeah, my grandma was willing to do that, but not me. And plus, my granddad had another family on the other side of town. Yeah, your grandma came to the goddamn relationship with 2 and 3 kids from 2 and 3 different men. You didn't count that part. Right? You didn't count that part. What about that part? That's important, by the way. Right? Huh. So, shout out to Ed. Ed's gonna continue to send them for expulsion. Better yet, I was gonna say expulsion. And I'm gonna keep on being the one to say, wait. We are gonna expel them, but let's see if they learned anything. Let's see if this could be dropped down to suspension. They definitely out of here for 2 weeks. That's the bare minimum. Right? Talking about bare minimum. Men, they give the bare minimum. Let's talk about bare minimum. Look at how women frame the bare minimum. Him being an ultra provider and a protector and a sex god, right? Him catering to my every whim. That's the bare minimum. Oh, their delusions know no bounds. Shout out to Melissa Ford. So yes, we do a debriefing. It's not dumb. We do the debriefing to say, what did we learn, B. Taylor? Clearly nothing. Because you got Yanni in your ear, and Yanni's gonna keep you perpetually single. Yanni needs a friend. Yanni needs a friend. Yanni's gonna keep you perpetually single, that's for sure. The only thing is that you have kids and you got to be a mother. But if it wasn't for Yanni would try to keep you single without kids forever if you didn't have kids. She needs a friend. Huh? And Lion says, I say 1 month, or if they want to come back, they have to live in the wildness with the bears for a week with no gun. If they refuse, suspension for a month. Oh man, let me read this now. And thank you for the super chat. Super chat. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. After years of fake agenda being a false prophet and misleading young girls with misinformation, and they still have no answers for a simple problem. When I read the end with simple problem, all I thought of was Chrissy, and her answer is always expand your options. Now the word the two words they're using so much because now there's more and more evidence that they get. I'm not even almost there. Now that they're dating, dating in quotes, y'all, dating in quotes. Now that they're dating more and more overtly non-black men, namely white men, and those situations aren't going as great as they thought, now they're using two very important words: discernment and vet. Oh, vet all men. Use your discernment. Now that those relationships with white men aren't as serendipitous as they thought, it's not the heaven that they thought. Now that some of those women that were inspired by the Chrissies and the Chrisley and Karazins of the world, the Lexus X's of the world, the divested zealous, divested witch, and the Shira Sevens, not that they're coming back, if not physically battered and bruised, but definitely emotionally and mentally battered and bruised. Now that they're coming back after a year or two, 9 months, 6 months of attempting to swirl and divest, after having their mouth filled multiple times with white schlong, huh? Now they're saying more and more, oh, we have to use our discernment. Vet all men. Yawn. Right? Huh. Indigo says, use your discernment. I thought they already had intuition. Let them tell it. Oh, yeah, that one too. And Jake says, stop telling us to choose better. Yeah, that's their way of saying, stop telling women to choose better and produce better men. No. No. Y'all go fight for that 20% of men that y'all really want or the 40% of men that y'all will settle for. Huh? Fight for go put on your boxing gloves and your boxing shoes and go fight for the 20% of men that y'all really, really want. And the other 20, which equals 40, of men that you're willing to settle for because you couldn't get the top 20, because you got beat out of the top 20. No. Or just be single or go do the same sex loving thing like B. Taylor and fail at it. Right? Shout out to Jake. Exactly. Stop telling us to choose better. Why not? Huh? Stop telling us to choose better. Meanwhile, B. Taylor out here, same sex loving relationship. And I just started listening to Obsidian stream on this. I didn't know that he covered it. And I'm at the part where he's starting to go through the Google searches of same-sex loving relationships and how they're in really quickly in the DV and whatnot, which we already knew, right? But let's call a thing a thing. This is not Mr. Z says what he says for a reason. There is no escape hatch, black women. Sorry. There is no escape hatch. You will get on black men's program or you will suffer the consequences. And it won't even be black men to serve you up those consequences. Maybe y'all forgot you know what it is? I think black women outside of like getting torn to shreds in these corporate environments and white men not choosing them outside of some bedroom fun, maybe they forgot they were black. But they couldn't have forgotten they were black because that's what they're trying to run from. So y'all forgot y'all was black. Why y'all also trying to run from it because y'all know y'all black? What? Z, stop trying to make it make sense. You right. You right. You right. They're black people. Either y'all rise together or y'all fall separately together. I don't know what the hell. What black women got going on? I know. We're gonna give black men the middle finger and go run into the arms of the white people in the suburbs, and they'll shelter us from our own blackness from them. I know what I'll do. I'll buy a whole lot of nice things to signal to society that I'm not a poor black person so they can treat me better. And the owner of the was it the Cleveland Cavaliers over here when LeBron left for South Beach talking like he owned LeBron's on some plantation thing. Oops. Right? Donald Sterling talking about black NBA players like they're beneath him. Yikes. Oprah over here being treated like the help in a foreign country. Oh. Huh? A whole lot of professional black women telling you that their employers are using the word likable to block them out of opportunities. Yep. Huh? What's that baseball team with the racist white female owner talking about the black players all type of crazy? Yeah. Huh. Okay, thank you, Earth. Marge, is that Scott, but with an H? Hmm. And I'm just speaking about entertainers and a couple of black female professionals. We even go into detail about every black person's individual personal life and the crazy crap they got to deal with in these environments. And we're talking about professional black people. I'm not even talking about the brothers and sisters that are not yet. Huh? I'm talking about the entertainers and the professional black people. I didn't even talk about the ones that's not yet. Wasn't Elon Musk sued for racist practices at Tesla by one of the brothers a few years ago? Wasn't Tesla sued? Meanwhile, black women think they can escape blackness with a couple of money and some designer bags, right? Signaling to society, look, I'm not one of these poor Negroes. Ain't that right, Bowser? uh, because black women's new struggle is class. In other words, being seen like upper middle class, rich and elite white women. Race, that's black men's problem. I only feel racism when the white man rebuffs me. Right? Huh? Loser. I don't know why y'all think they can't be rich losers. Right? So yeah, I covered this. I'm not gonna take too long with this one. Shout out to Ed. Yes, Mr. Z will own it. I will own that I do the debriefing in the Black Manosphere. Right? What did we learn? And oh man, don't ask me about the success rate, y'all. Don't ask about the success rate. Right? These are habitual offenders. Don't ask about the recent. How do you pronounce it? Recidivism. The recidivism rate. Don't ask. It's not the institution. It's the society outside. Right? We need government funding. That's what we need. We need to be subsidized. To fix the broken Keisha's hospital. right? We trying. We need more funding. We need more funding. We need researchers too, right? We try to produce better Keishas and fix the broken ones. We don't know if we could fix the broken ones. We might have to put all of our energy in producing better Keishas. That's for the brothers that's still here, right? We already got 25% of them that said, yeah, no, I think I'm gonna go to the other hospital, right? And Mr. Shook to you says to Lion, you're right. There was a chick online screaming 95% of men are broke. Like, what the F? Look, oh yeah, I think I saw that. I think that's the clip that Phil covered. Um, First, let's say, okay, fine, you're right. It's not true, but okay, fine, you're right. And go fight for the 10 and 5% that's not. Women say that for you as men to lower your guard and for you to say it's a mind game, right? It's you shouldn't be asking for what you're asking for or demanding what you're demanding because you're a loser. So you got to take me how I am. So take this attitude, take this student loan debt, take this starfish sex, take this overweight, take this one or two kids from another dude because you're broke anyway. You can afford better, so you might as well settle with me. But you never better say that you're settling for me, though. Right? Huh. So, okay, fine. Only 5 to 10% of men got money worth of damn. Go fight for them then. And if you fail at it, then stay single or go be a munch. Ooh. And by the way, that type of language is permeating outside of the black manosphere, y'all. Because Khadijah brought it up a couple months ago on one of her videos. I think it was the one of hetero pessimism. Khadijah brought it up, and these men are saying, well, did you go date women then? Yeah. Yes, we are. Fine. Men are not budging. Men are horrible. You know what? The majority of men are horrible. Just about 15 to 20% of men are any type of desirable. And even the bottom of that top 20%, it's not really that they're desirable. They're just not that bad. Fine. Then go eat vagina then. Yes, men are saying that to women now. Yes, and huh? Yes, men are saying, well, you could stay single perpetually. Go do your whole quote unquote girl community thing. Go attempt to go do the Company River Collective thing all over again. Have fun with that. Go be a munch or go fight for whatever men you think are the greatest. You could stand in line. Fine, y'all think only the top 10, 15, 20% of men are worth a damn? But they're already, some of them or half of them, more than half, are already married. Well, you could get in line for the ones that's married, hoping the wife divorce him, and then y'all could fight for him afterward. Or you could get in line with the man for the man that's single, and y'all could fight for him and see which one of y'all is gonna be his wife, and which one of y'all is gonna be side chick number one. Dear black women, dear women in general in America, men don't owe you rising to whatever crazy delusional level you think they should be on. We don't owe you that. So if y'all decide that only 10% of the male population is desirable, then fight for them. These women throwing a temper tantrum like the America, the world should be producing these kick-ass men for these women after they cut for the white women after they get out of their Cheerio phase. And for the black women when they finally done being out here on these streets in their mid-30s, whether they have a kid or not, Then they get mad. Oh, I can't meet men on my level, and all the men are immature. Then go fight for the men that you feel like are on your level, or stay single and shut the hell up. That's all they do. Complain. These men are not on a lift, and they don't take school seriously, and they nobody cares. Go be a munch. Why do I think y'all see so many black women and other women just scowl on their face? Resting B face, scowl. Why do I think that is? Imagine you have your degree, you making a cool $65,000 a year. It's not great money, but it ain't that bad, right? You got a roommate, you can afford your apartment, you got a nice little baby luxury car, baby Benz. Shout out to Indigo Flow. You all right? You doing all right, right? You go on vacations with your friends, y'all go on trips, right? You do brunch. You don't really feel that. You got your money going to 401k here, pension there. Oh, you're all right. You can afford your bills. You're comfortable, and you're able to put a few $100s into savings, every pay period. All right, cool. And yet you can't get a man to commit. Oh, you got your little booty call, right? But you cannot get a man to commit. And you are 34 years old. Oh, right. It ain't fair. Huh? I knew it. Indigo says baby Ben's tax. I'm telling you. They got them in C class, or they got their CLA, right? They're living in a medium-sized city. Got a nice little condo with a roommate. Them and the roommate get along. Everything in life is going pretty okay. They just don't got the man. And they're trying so hard not to feel lonely and not to feel depressed about it, but they can't help it, right? They cannot help it. Huh? Yeah. And Mr. Shakti says Ice Spice was projecting when calling ninjas munches. These bees are the munches. Man, are they? And Jake says fastest eviction rate where? Let them tell it. But yeah, y'all. So I cover these things. Yes, to me it does need a debriefing, because the last thing Z wants is to let these women have their plausible deniability. Absolutely not. Not on my watch. You're not gonna. I was just looking for love. What did I tell y'all? A lot, especially for those of us in our 30s, maybe our early 40s. These women are finally starting to hit that wall. And all I was doing was looking for love. No, you were looking for a lifestyle. You had an agenda, and you failed at it. Especially for those of you that know these women, y'all went to high school with them or you went to college with them. You kept kind of in touch with them. No, Mr. Z don't let nobody play plausible deniability around me. Especially not women when it comes to their intimate lives. No. Huh. And y'all gives you 1 second. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. And we're back. And Jake says, no reach back. And shout out to Accountable Commentary. Mr. Z has another reason for no reach back. And I know accountable commentary has its own reasons. Let me say why Mr. Z says no reachbacks. It's very clear. It's because the women never had an epiphany. It's not an epiphany. They didn't come to no type of realization. It's desperation. It's not like she had an epiphany. She said, I messed up. I got one kid. I was out here doing what I was doing. I got to find a husband that I tuck under and that I'll follow some instructions, right? And I'll humble myself. That's not what it is. The reach back is just desperation, right? It's just desperation. It's in case of emergency, break glass. Where's the square dudes that I was not interested in, that I'm still kind of not interested in, but that are okay with ending up? Shout out to Steve Harvey, ending up with the former D Boys ex. Where are the square brothers that are okay with ending up with the NFL players ex, the basketball players ex? Yeah, you're not as rich as he was, but you know. It's desperation. It's not an epiphany. It's not a realization. Train tracks, train tracks, train tracks. Right? So that's why Mr. Z says no reachbacks, because she doesn't actually appreciate you. It would have been a different story if the reachback was like, okay, I will truly appreciate you because you are saving me and thank you for the life raft. Hugs and kisses and mouth hugs. Huh? That's not where black women are with it. That's not where white women are with it. That's not where Latina women are with it, or even Asian women. All the reachbacks are sheer desperation. It has nothing to do with realizing they messed up and trying to run for their life, right? For someone that's either going to provide some type of financial stability, if not, mental and emotional stability and some financial stability. Nope. So that's why Mr. Z says no reach back. You know, and Michael Ross says, for me, it's still a no, but I feel you. Yeah, no, whatever reasons people want to, go for no reach back, then I'm with it. But for me, it's no reach back because, look, you're going to be with me out of desperation. I ain't going to be the consolation prize. How insulting is that? I don't think women fully appreciate it. I think some of them really do, but really appreciate how insulting what they do and how they act towards men in general is. Y'all are objectify us. What is more objectifying than seeing another human being as a walking water and an overglorified guard dog? As a vibrator. What's more objectifying than that? Objectifying. Man, if you can get the hell out of here. Right. So on that note, everyone, as I said, shout out to Edward Anderson. Yes, Mr. Z does the debriefing, right? I see Ed sending them to the principal's office. I see Ed sending them to me, right? What he said, human resource. I see Ed sending them to me, HR style, right? I see him sending them to me because they messing up. I see him, right? But we are going to give them a debriefing because what did we learn? And clearly the answer is like almost always nothing. I saw that comment, Lion. Let me give me a second so I can highlight it, like if I can. But Lion said, as a member of the staff, our success rate is like 5%. That's horrendous. The recidivism is horrendous. They're gonna shut us down. They're gonna shut us down with that success rate. Right? I'm looking for reasons to say this nowadays. You take their what and leave their what? Right? And y'all give Z 1 second. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. And I'm back. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. And Trell says Z is black woman social mathematician. I'll take it. I'll take it. That's a good one. I'll take it. Right? I try. Right? But and the cudgel for them is hope. Oh boy. It's hope. Hope is the cudgel. Hope and quote unquote faith. We already know what they say about faith, right? Is what they think they'll be able to lean on, right? To make up for it. But I gotta make a hard stop here, y'all. Y'all already know it's a reckless stream. So let's do our outro. All right, we'll pause right here. Love piece of chicken grease. Y'all check out non-Black Manosphere content. Check out Black Manosphere content, non-Black Manosphere content, and I will see y'all later. Mr. Z out.